Hello and welcome here to Talk FCB and welcome back to the channel here today. We're going to be running through the game and the massive match coming up against Granada. The last game of the La Liga season and the opportunity to retain our La Liga title. It is absolutely huge going into this game, and we're going to be running through some of the things that have been going on before the match. And it's a lot like the game against Espanyol, where before the game there was a lot of people coming out in the press, in the media, and doing a lot of talking basically, and just trying to understand exactly why that's happening and why it seems that so many people, so many players, and indeed clubs as well, are against us. And that is the way that it feels. And it's not just sitting here saying we're top of the league, there's a campaign against us, everybody hates us. It's not like that. But every single time we come up in a big game or a big clash in Spain, there's certainly some media, and a lot of the media seem to go against us. There's clubs that clearly try harder against us than the likes of Real Madrid. And it's just basically like last week against Espanyol, really. A lot of the players coming out in that game saying, you know, we want to beat Barcelona, we want to give the title to Real Madrid, that's all we want to do. Now, I can completely understand that in some ways, because Espanyol are our city rivals. That's what happens. You know, when two teams are rivals, they hate each other, they'd rather anything than, you know, the title go to one of those clubs, and therefore they try and beat us and try and give it to Real Madrid. I understand that. But what I don't understand is then when Espanyol played Real Madrid and they completely down tools, didn't even try in the games, and conceded 5 each time. I didn't get that at all, because it's all good and well being rivals of us, but then you can't really shoot yourself in the foot just to spite us, because their new owners came in and they said, we want European football next season. Well, if you're only going to be playing 36 games a season and not bothering to play against Real Madrid for 2 games, they may not have won those games. You know, you might not win those games against Real Madrid. But losing 5-0 each time, think how that affects confidence. And it's not only in those games, it's then the knock-on effects going into the next few games where the players have conceded 5 goals, they failed to score, they failed to create chances. And it just seems very strange to me that, okay, fine, a team can play well against you because they're rivals, they can want to beat you because they're rivals, but then to go and not play against another team and really not bother trying simply to spite us seems very strange to me, because you've got to put yourself in that picture. They're a club, they're trying to achieve targets. Why on earth would you not try in a game that will benefit you? I just really don't understand that part. And again, it leads me to believe that a lot of teams are treated differently in La Liga, and clearly Real Madrid here, everybody wants to try and help them. Everybody wants to try and help them. Even Granada coming into this game now. There's been so many players in the build-up to that game. Surprising comments as well, I think, that they want to try and help Real Madrid. And it came out in the press that possibly Real Madrid would look at giving every single Granada player a bonus by money if they win the game. Now, what I want to say, guys, is basically a lot of these comments have been coming out, and a lot of people have been saying Real Madrid are going to give money to Granada to win. And then everybody's been saying, oh, you know, no. If they give Granada money to win the game, then they're going to win the game. It's not like that, though. Just because Real Madrid are going to give them some money, just because they got an incentive, it doesn't make them into world beaters. They're still Granada. They've still got Granada players. They're still a team that's 16th in La Liga, that's been beaten 18 or 19 times this season. Granada are not going to change overnight. Doesn't matter what sort of incentive they have. And just because they got a money incentive, they've had an incentive all season. They've been playing to stay in La Liga. They've been playing to save their careers. Because if they go down, the money in Liga Adelante is next to nothing. So they've been playing for money all season long, and they're still 16th in La Liga. So just because Real Madrid, apparently, whether it'll happen or not, I don't know, briefcases have been known to happen in Spain. It's against the rules. Tebas, the La Liga president, came out and said he doesn't expect Real Madrid to do it, but you wouldn't put it past them. But just because Real Madrid are offering money really doesn't mean anything at all. Granada are not going to change. They've still got nothing to play for in terms of the league. So I don't really see too much of a threat coming from that. And then you've got players like Youssef El Arabi, their top goal scorer, their striker. He said, don't worry, Real Madrid, I'll score against Barcelona, don't you worry. I mean, what is he trying to do? I mean, if you want to score against Barcelona, fine, everybody does. But why are you so insistent on trying to help Real Madrid? What have they done for Granada? It's not as if they're neighbours. It's not as if they've got an association between the two clubs. I just don't really understand the absolute hate for us. Is it because we're top nearly every season? Is it because we win La Liga consistently? Is it because we're a nightmare to play against whenever you play us? Possibly. Is it jealousy? You just don't know. But at the end of the day, when you're playing a team of course, go out and try and win the game, but I just don't understand this absolutely insistence on always trying to help Real Madrid. I don't really get that. And I think another really surprising comment was Isaac Cuenca. Of course, a player for us a few years back. He showed some very, very bright talent early on, had some serious injury, got loaned out, and now he's at Granada. He scored 2 goals in his last game. He actually said, "I would absolutely love to score a last-minute winner against Barcelona to take the title away from them." Now, from a player that came up through La Masia, I just don't get it. I don't understand why, of course you want to score, but I don't really know why you'd be so happy to take the title away from us. You were here, you got a chance, you played for us in Champions League games, in big games, we gave you the opportunity. I just don't understand, again, why you would come out and say something like that. And then you've got possibly, a good run of form coming up for Granada. And basically, guys, this video was just to say, don't worry. Do not worry about this, because there's so many things that's been going on in the lead up to this game which have made people worry about this game a lot more than we should have. We're playing the team that is 16th in La Liga. Now, I've never ever thought this game would be an easy game. Whenever there's a title on the line, whenever you're absolutely required to get 3 points, it's going to be nervy, it's going to be a lot of pressure on us, it's going to be difficult. But we're going to win this game. We are going to win this game. We're playing Granada for the La Liga title. It doesn't matter what incentive Granada have to win this game, whether it be money, whether it be whatever it is. We are playing for a title. There is no bigger incentive than that. We will be the ones who are on the front foot. We will be the ones who are pressing Granada. We want this win more than anything else, and those players will deliver. I have absolutely no doubt about that. You're looking at Granada's recent form, and you're thinking, they've won a lot of games, they're doing quite well. They've been fighting for their lives, like I say. They're now safe in La Liga. Now, no matter what you say, they'll be saying, they'll be playing with the pressure off now so they can express themselves. No, they were playing with the pressure off at the start of the season, and they were absolute shambles. Recently, they've been playing well because they've been fighting for their lives, but they're safe now. That necessity, that will to win is no longer there. The pressure is off them, and that will only help us. And I think to say in the last game, Granada beat Sevilla 4-1 away from home, that is incredible. We should be really scared of them. If you look at Sevilla's team in that game, and if you look at the attendance at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, Sevilla played with a team that have rested pretty much every single player they had because of the Europa League final coming up. Unai Emery has absolutely prioritised that competition. They had Conor Planga in the lineup, they had Llorente, but that was literally it. Apart from that, it was youth players, it was fringe players. Sevilla didn't turn up, the fans didn't even turn up, it was pouring with rain. Granada, fair play to them for winning the game, but that really doesn't mean anything. And then to top it all off, I think the final thing that I've seen with people panicking was an article on Sport, the Barcelona paper, and it said Sergi Guardiola will be out for revenge on Barcelona and he could punish them. I've reached my limit at this point. I have reached my limit because Sergi Guardiola was the man who signed for Barcelona B. He was a free agent, signed for Barcelona B for about 5 minutes. Then they found a load of tweets about Real Madrid and anti-Catalonia tweets, and then they sacked him. Since then, he's gone to the Granada B team, and he's done absolutely nothing. He's never played for the Granada A team, he's never played in La Liga, and now I'm reading an article on how he could punish us and get revenge on us. This is a player that didn't even get to Barcelona B, hasn't even been into the first team of Granada ever, has never played in La Liga, and you're telling me on the day that we can win the league, this is the guy who's going to get revenge on us. And this is what I mean. Things are being blown well out of proportion. We're playing a team that's going to be difficult to beat. The atmosphere there will be quite decent. It'll be a tough game. We'll be a little bit nervous. We'll be a little bit tentative at times. But I have absolutely no doubt that the players going onto that pitch will know that if they can produce in that game, if they can win that game, get the 3 points, get out of there, we have won the La Liga title and we will have deserved it. I don't care what Real Madrid are going to do in Deportivo. I wouldn't expect much of a challenge there from Depor. We went there and won 8-0, so it doesn't really look likely that Real Madrid are going to lose any points. I think Ronaldo is probably going to score a lot of goals in that game as well, so Luis Suarez may have to score a few if he wants to guarantee himself the Pachichi for this season, but that's irrelevant. Going into this game, one idea, one plan, one goal, win the game. It's as simple as that. We know what we have to do. We've got the motivation. We've got the players, we've had another full week's rest, we've got everybody pretty much fit. Claudio Bravo's going to get the green light apparently, but I still expect Ter Stegen to start. Everybody's raring to go, and I've got no doubt that when Saturday comes around, tomorrow, in a few hours' time now, we're going to be celebrating the La Liga title. That's not me taking Granada lightly, that's not me being arrogant, being cocky. It's simply a team that is top of the league and has been for most of the season, playing a team that's now safe from relegation, playing for nothing, and is 16th in La Liga. We are going to do this because we're capable of it and we can do it. I've got absolutely no doubt about that. Do not worry, guys. Get behind the team because this is going to be a day that we can remember and a day that we can celebrate. So leave your thoughts down below, guys. Thought I'd just make this video because I've seen a lot of people panicking and going about saying all this stuff about Granada when really we know what we have to do and we're going to do it. Leave your thoughts down below. I will see you very, very soon, hopefully with a celebration podcast. I'm sure that'll be happening. See you very, very soon. Vasca! El Barça!